So I get a call from my very good customer, Mike, and said, Bob, when you're in the neighborhood, could you stop by, take a look about possibly relocating where I connect my garden hose? I said, sure, Mike, not a problem. And so we made an appointment. I went over there and I proceeded to, walk down to the garage area where he said the garden hose is located. And I said, so Mike, where is the hose and where would you like me to locate it? So he goes over to this huge steel cover in the ground, lifts it up. I look down inside and it's about 2 feet deep. There's a water meter. There's the main sewer cleanouts. And off to the side is a little garden hose bib connected to a rubber hose that's all coiled up in the hole. And I said to him, Mike, you do this every time you want to use the hose, you go through this ritual? He goes, yeah, I got to lift the cover off. I got to unwind the hose, and then I got to do what I got to do with the hose. And then I go about my business. I go, wow. He said, yeah, Bob, you know what? I'm getting a little too old for this stuff, so I would like to relocate it. So after looking at it and surveying the job, we decided to locate it on a wall inside the garage, which involved chipping out the cement a little bit. And that's what this video is about. So stick around, check this out. And this is all too common here in the Brooklyn, New York area. A lot of water meters, sewer cleanout covers are located in these pits. Sometimes they're in the garage, sometimes they're inside the house. But this particular one here had me going because I said, Mike, you went through this every time you had to use the hose. You're crazy. All right, so I get a call from Mike. Bob, you got to come over. I got to relocate this hose line. I'm going through torture every time I have to use the garden hose. I got to lift this heavy metal plate off the pit. I got to reach down in there. I got to drag the hose out. Then I got to turn the water on. Then when I want to put it away, I got to turn the water off. I got to re-roll up the hose, throw it in the hole. Mike, are you crazy? How long you doing this? About 40 years. Mike, we got to get a handle on this problem. 40 years, you're going down in the hole? This is like insane. Look at those 2 sewer covers down there below the hose. Here's the water meter. There's the hose bib. Imagine going through this nightmare every time you wanted to just get the hose out and do a little, spring cleaning or whatnot. So we made the decision. We're going to relocate the line on a right wall of the garage. So can you believe this is what he had to go through every time you wanted to use the hose? Mikey, you're crazy. So I chipped out a little trench and I started laying out my pipe and making a path where we're going to install this new copper water line. And what you're seeing here is the beginning of that little adventure. So I trenched it out with my gun. Here is another shot of that going toward the wall, the right wall. When you're facing the garage, this is going to be on the right side. And I then was going to put my bracing up on that right wall. I used some Kindorf that you'll see. I have some Kindorf up on the wall there, and I kind of worked things backwards. I kind of wrapped everything, secured everything, got everything clamped. I got that pipe in the trench, and under the pipe, what you're looking at there is the same material I use for shower pans, because I actually wrapped the pipe before I cemented over. And here's another shot of that, running up the wall. Again, I used Kindorf on the wall. I got Kindorf clips holding in the line going up there, and as you can see, I have it insulated. I threw that on there. He's going to shut it off in the winter, but nevertheless, I threw the insulation on. Here is another shot of that close up, and that is an elbow with the ears on it, but that's facing away from the wall, so I'm not using those ears because I am off the wall because of the Kindorf. And as you can see here in this next shot coming up, here is a shot again going across, and I have my shower pan material below it, and you can see my Milwaukee tools there. And I'm also using a Milwaukee portable battery operated light to shed some light on the situation. And here we are with another shot of that. And in the pit, you can see I put another drain valve, and down below that, you can't see it in this shot, but I have a shut-off valve. So in the winter, he's going to shut off the ball valve, open up the new hose bib that I put in on the wall, and open up the hose bib on the bottom so everything drains out and I don't have to worry about water getting in there. Then after I wrapped my shower pan material over the pipe, I put wire lathing in there because I need some place for the cement to get a hold of. And I usually do this when I make a shallow hole. It just gives the cement something better to grip onto. And there you can see the cement. And what I did is I actually waited. I had to wait a while because it was a little too watery for my taste. And I gave it the old Italian broom finish, if you will, after I got all done with it. But he was totally happy. He was overjoyed with this. Now he doesn't have to go down in the hole anymore. It's very conveniently there on the wall. He's got the little hose reel that he's going to put to the right of the hose line there. And he is a happy camper. I just don't understand how he went through this all these years and having to go through that ritual just to get some water. And here is another shot. He kept coming over and turning the water on. I said, "Get out of here, Mike." I says, "I got to cement the floor." And every time you open up the faucet, you're dribbling water on the floor. And coming up is a shot. I took another shot here of what I did in the pit. And as I said, I put a ball valve. You can see the handle of that ball valve. I come up into a T. The left side's going toward the new faucet I just put on the wall. The right side is another drain valve, so he can shut that ball valve off in the winter, open up both drain valves. The water will drain out of that line because I did pitch it. I pitched it back to the pit. Everything is pitched, and whatever little water's in that pipe can just drain comfortably into the pit. No harm to anything. No worry about the water meter or anything like that. So it went pretty well. He was extremely happy. I was extremely happy. And I said, "God bless you, Mike." I says, "I don't know how you did this all these years, but I, for one, never would have went through this ritual just to hose off the front a little bit." But anyway, hope you enjoyed this, guys. And Mikey, God bless. I hope you enjoyed the job. So in the end, Mike was real happy about the job, and he kept going over and turning the hose on, and I hadn't yet cemented the hole that I made. I says, "Mike, would you please get out of here?" He goes, "Bob, I'm just so overjoyed. I'm going to have a hose relocation party." Folks, this is pretty typical here, like I said, in the Brooklyn, New York area. There are people, his neighbors had this type of job done in the past. I think Mike was the last holdout. He just felt, no big deal. I'll just take this cover off and grab the hose whenever I need it. But that had to have been a real pain in the butt. Folks, if you're enjoying the videos, if you're enjoying the channel, would you mind subscribing? I'd appreciate it. And also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of when I post new videos. But more importantly, hit that like button. YouTube loves it when you hit that like button. I understand it's good for the YouTube algorithm. Keep an eye out for one of these two videos that are going to pop up here to your right. One I chose, one YouTube chose. And by the way, if you guys have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, please hit me up in the comments down below. Guys, I want to thank you once again for stopping by the channel. Much appreciated. Still out there doing the work amidst this COVID situation. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon in my next one. Stay well, but more importantly, happy plumbing.